Hey, my name is King Travis Williams, and today I will be speaking on gang violence. Um, when you hear the word gang, you normally think bad, and most of the time you're normally right to think that way. I mean, of course, there's some substances where there could be a good gang, like the cleanup gang or the happy gang, but other times and normally they're bad gangs, street gangs, neighborhood gangs, things like that. And these gangs are what I want to say ruin a community because they get young kids that don't have a foundation together to do violent activities. Like gang activities are normally in most, like maybe 80% of the time, violent activities. And to give you the specific definition of a gang is a group of people who claim a territory and usually do illegal activities, for example, drug dealing. Um, you could locate a gang by looking at, I mean, there were specific colors. I don't want to go into detail about that. There were specific colors and they're usually grouped together. You can locate a gang that way. Um, if you locate a gang, I mean, don't like just approach the gang or anything like that. That wouldn't be a very smart thing to do, or a very safe thing to do for that matter. Um, I mean, another thing, gangs are one of the leading cause for violent crimes in schools and in neighborhoods. That that's what a gang basis is foundation off of is violent activities. It's not just a group of people just hanging around talking. No, they do violent activities such as drug dealing. They've upgraded to other things such as sex trafficking, alien immigration smuggling, drug smuggling, murder, and things like that. Uh, People who are in gangs, they usually have to get initiated by some type of illegal activity, such as they could kill someone, they could do a drive-by shooting, they could go rob someone. I saw gang rape, things like that, things of that nature. And on top of that, gang members are normally the people that are arrested on drug and alcohol incidents. And there aren't just street gangs. I know you heard of motorcycle gangs. Though motorcycle gangs are pretty violent as well. They don't just ride on their motorcycles with each other and have a good time and hoop and hide. They get violent as well. Very violent, actually. And gang violence accounts for 80% of the non-suicide shootings. Now, when you put it that way, think of the number 11,000. Gang violence is think of the number 11,000 gun-related shootings, deaths that are non-suicide. Gang violence accounts for 8,000 of those deaths. Over 8,000 of those deaths. That's a pretty staggering number actually when you think about it and you put it into perspective. That that number is scary. So I mean, there are some preventive actions you can take to reduce the gang violence in your community. You could start a community center, or if you already have a community center, be more active in it and get the kids in the community to come to the community center and have fun activities there waiting for them, such as you got basketball games or a pool table, foosball, ping pong, who knows what they might enjoy. You can even get a game system in there. They'll come, of course, they'll come play that. Kids love things like that. And, man, there are a number of activities. You can start a youth football league or a youth baseball league, kickball, anything like that. Just keep kids off the street. one of the most important things I think would be to get kids in church, because church is going to help them realize the difference between, I don't say the difference between right and wrong because their parents help them realize that, but church will better that view of the difference between right and wrong and the things they should and should not do. So that's my speech on gang activity. And if you have gang activity in your community, I suggest you report it to the police and take affirmative action. Thank you.